everyone and welcome to our special live stream today. I'm so excited to dive into the fascinating world of Dostoevsky's 5 major novels with you all. These masterpieces are not only pillars of Russian literature, but they also offer profound insights into the human condition. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to Dostoevsky, there's something here for everyone. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's embark on this literary journey together. Feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the chat. Let's get started. Alright, let's dive into our first book, Crime and Punishment. This novel is one of Dostoevsky's most renowned works and serves as a brilliant exploration of morality, guilt, and redemption. The story follows Mini-Koneko, a destitute and desperate former student in St. Petersburg, who conceives a plan to kill a pawnbroker for a model tomorrow. Characters like Sonia, a compassionate and morally upright figure, play pivotal roles in his eventual path towards redemption. Crime and Punishment delves deeply into the human psyche and questions the nature of justice and the possibility of atonement. Now, let's move on to my thoughts on Crime and Punishment. This novel is a profound exploration of the human psyche and moral dilemmas. Dostoevsky masterfully shows how guilt and conscience can weigh heavily on an individual, driving them to the brink of madness. Raskolnikov's internal conflict and ultimate search for redemption kept me deeply engaged throughout the story. The contrasting character of Sonia provides a powerful counterbalance, embodying compassion and faith. Her influence on Raskolnikov highlights the possibility of hope and redemption even amidst darkness. I found the book not only an engaging psychological thriller, but also a deep philosophical inquiry into what it means to be just and moral. Reading it is truly a transformative experience, prompting readers to reflect on their own beliefs and ethics. Certainly. Let's dive into Dostoevsky's novel, The Idiot. This captivating novel introduces us to Prince Maishay, a character who embodies innocence and kindness, almost to the point of being naive. After returning from Switzerland, where he was receiving treatment for epilepsy, Maishay lives in Russia and becomes entangled in the complex lives of Tulima, the beautiful and troubled Nastasia Filipovna, and the spirited Aglaya Ikanchan. The novel is a deep exploration of human nature, morality, and the complexity of social interactions. Dostoevsky challenges us to consider what it means to be good in a world that is often far from it, and he uses Mishkin's pure-hearted character as a lens to examine the darker sides of society. As the story unfolds, it becomes a poignant tale of love, betrayal, and the struggle to maintain one's integrity in the face of societal pressures. The Idiot asks us, can true goodness survive in a flawed world? Hello! In Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, the crime is the murder committed by Raskolnikov, the protagonist, who kills a pawnbroker and her sister. This act is driven by his theory that some people are above the law and can commit crimes if it leads to a greater good. The punishment, however, extends beyond the legal consequences and involves the intense psychological torment Raskolnikov experiences after the crime. He battles with guilt, paranoia, and a deep moral conflict. which leads to his eventual realization and confession. Dostoevsky illustrates that the true punishment begins the moment the crime is committed and is internal, rather than purely legal or societal. This exploration of conscience and redemption is what makes the novel such a profound study of the human psyche. What are your thoughts on Dostoevsky's journey? Hello! I'm thrilled to hear that you like Nastasia from the eye. She's such a complex and intriguing character. As for my favorite character in Dostoevsky's works, I would have to say it's Sonia from Crime and Punishment. Her compassion, strength, and moral integrity amidst her challenging circumstances make her stand out. She offers a ray of hope and redemption to Mini-Koneko, and her unwavering faith and kindness are truly inspiring. Sonia's character embodies the possibility of grace and forgiveness, which adds a profound layer to the novel's exploration of crime and its consequences. How about you? What draws you to Nastasia's character? Speaking of Nastasia's fascinating character and the idiot, it's interesting to consider how Dostoevsky often includes women in his novels who are deeply complex and pivotal to the story. Characters like Katerina Ivanovna from The Brothers Karamazov also come to mind. Her strength and turbulent emotions add layers to the narrative. Dostoevsky's female characters often embody the struggles and resilience of human nature, providing essential perspectives that enrich his explorations of moral and philosophical themes. Who are some other literary female characters that inspire or intrigue you? Hello! I'm glad you appreciate Sonia's character as well. She truly brings a deep emotional and moral resonance to Crime and Punishment. Her interactions with Raskolnikov highlight themes of redemption and forgiveness in such a profound way. It's incredible how Dostoevsky can create characters that evoke such empathy and contemplation, don't you think? It's always wonderful to find others who also appreciate these complex characters. Do you have any other favorite characters or themes from Dostoevsky's works that you enjoy discussing? Speaking of Sonia and her role in Crime and Punishment, I'm reminded of how literature often mirrors our own journeys of seeking redemption and understanding. It's fascinating how books can offer us not only escape but also reflections on our own lives. Have you ever felt connected to a character because they mirrored your personal journey in some way? It's these connections that make reading such a profound experience. I'd love to hear which characters resonate with you and why. Let's share our favorite literary connections. Now, let's delve into my thoughts on The Idiot. This novel is a remarkable exploration of innocence and the impact of purity in a world riddled with corruption. Prince Mishing, with his genuine kindness, acts almost as a mirror reflecting the true nature of those around him. I find this journey both inspiring and tragic, as his naivety and idealism clash with the harsh realities of society. Dostoevsky's portrayal of Mishkin's struggles with love, betrayal, and societal pressures left a profound impression on me. The complex characters, especially Nastasia and Aglaya, add depth to the narrative, making it a rich tapestry of human emotions and moral dilemmas. The Idiot challenges readers to reconsider the value of goodness and the cost of maintaining one's integrity in an imperfect world. It's a deeply moving and thought-provoking read that continues to resonate with me long after I've turned the last page. Alright, let's dive into Dostoevsky's novel The Devils, also known as Demons with a Possessed. Written in 1872, this novel is a deep exploration of political and social chaos set in pre-revolutionary Russia. The story follows a group of young radicals, led by the enigmatic and manipulative Nikolai Stavrogin, who attempt to incite a revolution in a provincial Russian town. The novel portrays the destructive consequences of their ideological fanaticism, reflecting Dostoevsky's own concerns about the rise of nihilism and moral ambiguity in society. Through a diverse cast of characters, Dostoevsky delves into themes of power, corruption, and the struggle for meaning in an increasingly unstable world. The Devils is a complex and intense work that captures the tumultuous spirit of its time, challenging readers to ponder the nature of evil and the human capacity for self-destruction. Now, let's delve into my thoughts on The Devils. This novel is an intense and thought-provoking examination of the destructive power of ideology and fanaticism. Dostoevsky masterfully explores the duality of human nature, showcasing how ideals taken to the extreme can lead to chaos and moral decay. The complex character of Nikolai Stavrogin is both fascinating and terrifying, embodying the dangers of unchecked ambition and nihilism. The novel's dark atmosphere and intricate plot kept me thoroughly engaged, and its exploration of societal and philosophical themes remains relevant today. Dostoevsky's ability to weave psychological insight with political commentary makes The Devils a challenging but rewarding read. It's a powerful reminder of the potential consequences when radical ideas are left unexamined, and the human cost of pursuing them without regard for ethical considerations. Hello. Yes, you're absolutely right. The English title The Devils is indeed a direct and fitting translation of the Japanese title, Akuryo. The title effectively captures the novel's exploration of the chaotic and destructive influence of radical ideologies that possess the characters, much like devils or evil spirits. Dostoevsky delves into the psychological and moral turmoil of these possessed individuals as they grapple with the consequences of their extremist beliefs. It's fascinating how the title itself sets the stage for understanding the novel's complex themes of power, corruption, and societal upheaval. What are your thoughts on how the title reflects the novel's content? Thinking about how titles reflect the book's themes reminds me of how important first impressions are, both in literature and life. A title can set the tone and provide insight into the deeper meaning of the work, much like how our first interactions with a person can shape our understanding of them. It's fascinating to consider how few words can encapsulate complex ideas and emotions, inviting readers to dive deeper. Have you ever been drawn to a book just by its title? I'd love to hear about any titles that captivated you at first glance and why. Alright, let's explore Dostoevsky's novel The Adolescent, also known as The Youth. This novel, published in 1875, is one of Dostoevsky's 5 major works and focuses on young Arkady Dolgorukhy, the illegitimate son of a landowner. Raised away from his father, Arkady grows up with a mixture of resentment and ambition, dreaming of wealth and status to assert his independence. The story takes us through Arkady's tumultuous journey as he navigates his complex relationships with his father, step-A family, and various figures in Russian society. Unlike some of Dostoevsky's other works, The Adolescent offers a unique perspective by focusing on the internal struggles of youth and the quest for identity and belonging. Through Arkady's experiences, Dostoevsky delves into themes of family, legitimacy, ambition, and the moral dilemmas faced by a young man stepping into adulthood. The novel is a compelling exploration of the challenges and aspirations of youth, making it an intriguing read for anyone interested in the complexities of human development. Hello. I totally understand. The Adolescent can indeed be a challenging read. Its exploration of themes like legitimacy, ambition, and the struggles of youth are wrapped in complex relationships and introspective narratives. Arkady's journey to define his identity and navigate his tumultuous emotions can feel quite intricate. If it helps, approaching the novel with a focus on the character development and the psychological aspects might offer more clarity. Sometimes, revisiting certain sections or discussing with others can also provide new insights. What aspects of the book resonated or puzzled you the most? Thinking about how The Adolescent challenges readers, I'm reminded of how many of Dostoevsky's works invite deep reflection. They push us to consider not just the characters' dilemmas, but also our own life experiences. It's like a mental workout that encourages us to develop empathy and understanding. Sometimes, discussing these novels with others can offer fresh perspectives and make the complex narratives more approachable. Have you ever found that discussing a challenging book with others helped you appreciate it more? I'd love to hear your experiences. Now, let's move on to my thoughts on The Adolescent. This novel feels distinct within Dostoevsky's body of work due to its focus on the trials of youth and the transitioning into adulthood. Arkady's journey is rich with emotional depth and internal conflict as he grapples with his identity and dreams. What struck me is how Dostoevsky captures the universal struggles of young people seeking their place in the world, all while wrestling with ideals and reality. Unlike some of his darker works, The Adolescent offers a lighter tone with moments of humor and introspection. Despite its complexity, the novel resonates with anyone who has experienced the turmoil of youth, making it a profound exploration of growth and self-discovery. Arkady's character development and the portrayal of family dynamics leave a lasting impression on the reader. Let's dive into Dostoevsky's masterpiece, The Brothers Karamazov. This monumental novel explores deep philosophical and existential themes through the story of the tumultuous Karamazov family. At the heart of the novel are the three brothers Dmitry, Ivan, and Ilyosha, each embodying different facets of human nature and belief. Their father, Fyodor, is a devoted and neglectful figure, whose murder becomes the central plot around which the story unfolds. The novel delves into themes of faith, doubt, free will, and morality, using the brothers' interactions and conflicts to explore these complex ideas. Dostoevsky's narrative builds a rich tapestry of Russian society, filled with spiritual and ethical questions that challenge and engage the reader. Through its intricate characters and profound themes, The Brothers Karamazov stands as a profound inquiry into the nature of human existence and the search for meaning. Now, let's discuss my thoughts on the Brothers Karamazov. This novel is truly a masterpiece, offering an intricate exploration of human nature and profound philosophical questions. Dostoevsky brilliantly weaves together the lives of the Karamazov brothers, each representing different aspects of belief, doubt, and ethical struggle. I find the philosophical dialogue, especially the Grand Inquisitor chapter, to be incredibly thought-provoking, challenging our understanding of faith and free will. The emotional depth and moral complexity embedded in the characters' journeys make the story resonate on so many levels. The novel's exploration of love, guilt, and redemption is powerful, leaving readers reflecting long after they've finished. It's a richly rewarding read for anyone interested in the deeper questions of life and the human condition. Hello. Yes, absolutely. The Brothers Karamazov is indeed an incredible work, and Dostoevsky's profound exploration of faith and the search for God is palpable throughout the narrative. Each brother represents different perspectives on belief and doubt. Alyosha embodies faith and spiritual aspiration, Ivan wrestles with intense skepticism and philosophical questioning, and Dmitri is caught in a moral struggle between earthly desires and redemption. Dostoevsky masterfully uses their interactions to delve into existential questions about the existence of God, free will, and morality. It's a narrative rich with philosophical depth, prompting readers to reflect on their own beliefs and the nature of human existence. Which part of the book resonates with you the most? Absolutely. Discussing the Brothers Karamazov reminds me of how literature can be such a profound platform for exploring philosophical and existential themes. It's fascinating how authors like Dostoevsky create complex narratives that resonate differently with each reader. Literature often reflects our own journeys, questioning faith, existence, and morality. Have you ever read a book that challenged your beliefs or offered a new perspective on life? Hello. Imagining a sequel to the Brothers Karamazov is fascinating. Based on Dostoevsky's intentions, it's likely that the focus would have been on Alyosha as he matured and navigated a world filled with moral and ideological challenges. Perhaps the sequel would explore how the lessons and events from the first book influenced his life choices and spiritual journey. Given Dostoevsky's interests in societal and philosophical themes, the sequel might have delved deeper into the evolving Russian society and explored how Alyosha's ideals clashed or harmonized with the changing world around him. It would have been intriguing to see how his character interacted with new and returning characters, continuing the profound exploration of faith, doubt, and the human condition. What aspects of a potential sequel are you most curious about? Thinking about a sequel to the Brothers Karamazov makes me wonder how many other beloved stories have left us pondering what happens next. Isn't it intriguing how characters can become so real and immersive that we long for more of their journeys? It's like they become friends whose lives we want to keep following. So many books invite speculation about the future of their worlds and characters. Have you ever imagined a sequel to a favorite novel, or even attempted to write one yourself? It's a fun exercise in creativity and imagination. Let's chat about those what-if scenarios. And that wraps up our exploration of Dostoevsky's 5 major novels. I hope you enjoyed diving into these profound works as much as I did. Now, let's shift gears and have a relaxed chat session. Feel free to bring up any topics you'd like to discuss, whether it's more about literature, your favorite characters, or any other interests you have. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts and engaging in some lively conversation. Grab a cozy spot, maybe a cup of tea, and let's enjoy some casual chit-chat together. Speaking of profound literature and philosophical exploration, I can't help but bring up Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow. This book is a fascinating dive into the complexities of human decision-making and cognitive processes, cleverly bridging psychology and economics. Kahneman introduces us to the concept of two distinct ways our brains process information, the fast, intuitive system 1, and the slow, deliberate system 2. This dual system approach to understanding how we think is enlightening, revealing how our biases and instincts often shape our decisions in ways we might not even realize. Choosing a favorite Dostoevsky work is quite a challenge because each novel offers something unique and profound. However, I would say that Crime and Punishment holds a special place for me. It's an extraordinary exploration of the human psyche, morality, and redemption. The internal struggle of Raskolnikov, as he grapples with his actions and philosophical beliefs, is incredibly captivating. The novel's exploration of guilt, punishment, and the potential for redemption is timeless, and Sonia's character brings a poignant emotional depth to the story. How about you? Which of Dostoevsky's works resonates most with you? Discussing Crime and Punishment always reminds me of how literature can mirror our moral dilemmas and internal struggles. Raskolnikov's journey makes me think about how we all face choices and the consequences that follow. It's fascinating how character story can provoke self-reflection and deeper understanding of our own values. Have you ever read a book that made you rethink your perspective on a personal issue? Those are the stories that leave a lasting impact, shaping who we are. I'd love to hear about any books that have moved you in such a way. When it comes to books that resonate deeply, one that stands out for me is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. That's wonderful! Both the brothers Karamazov and The Idiot are such rich and thought-provoking novels, with each offering a unique journey into Dostoevsky's exploration of human nature and morality. Reading them more than 3 times speaks to their depth, and the layers of meaning that can be uncovered with each read. Hayahashi's spiritual journey and Mishkan's embodiment of innocence must really resonate with you. Do you find new insights or themes standing out to you with each reread? I'd love to hear about your favorite aspects of these novels. It's amazing how revisiting a favorite novel can bring fresh insights or unveil layers you hadn't noticed before. Each read can reflect where you are in life at that moment. Sometimes different events or characters resonate or challenge you in new ways. It's like having a conversation with an old friend who always has something new to share. Have you ever picked up on something you missed during previous readings? Or found a theme that suddenly clicked with your experiences? I'd love to hear what insights you've uncovered during your journeys through these literary worlds. When it comes to rereading favorite novels, there's something incredibly comforting and thought-provoking about diving back into a familiar story. One of the joys of rereading is that every time you return, the narrative feels a bit different, reflecting where you are in life at that moment. Take a novel like Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, for example. The first time you read it, you might be drawn to the romance between Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. But on a second or third read, you might find yourself appreciating Austen's sharp social commentary and the intricacies of her secondary characters. Every reread can offer new insights or rejuvenate old reflections, as characters and themes that may have seemed minor suddenly resonate more deeply. Rereading can also serve as a comforting ritual, a way to escape into a beloved world and find solace in its familiarity. With each visit, you notice nuances that contribute to the richness of the story, inviting you to savor the author's craft all over again. Do you have a novel that you love to reread and find refreshing every time? I'd love to hear about the stories that capture your heart each time you revisit them. When it comes to favorite books, I can't help but mention Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude. This masterpiece weaves magical realism with the rich history of the Buendia family in the fictional town of Mini-Koneko. Its intricate narrative filled with myths and realities captivates me every time. Marquez's ability to blend the fantastical with the mundane creates a world that feels both extraordinary and relatable. The novel explores themes of solitude, fate, and the cyclical nature of history in a profoundly poetic way. It's one of those books where each read leaves you with a sense of wonder and new reflections on life's intricacies. What's a book that always captures your imagination? Continuing from the theme of beloved books, let's delve into another fascinating work that truly captured my imagination, Dragon's Egg by Robert Howe. Forward. This novel stands out as an exceptional piece of hard science fiction, where the author integrates rigorous physics with imaginative storytelling. The story revolves around a neutron star, known as Dragon's Egg, where an incredibly dense and heavy world exists with a gravity 670 billion times stronger than Earth's. What makes this narrative so compelling is the intriguing existence of life forms on this neutron star, creatures living under unimaginable conditions where even electrons behave differently. Forward's depiction of these beings, known as Chaya, is incredibly detailed and thought-provoking. He crafts a civilization so unlike ours that it's both challenging and captivating to comprehend their perception of time, culture, and interaction. The story is an intellectual journey that challenges our understanding of life and communication, presenting an array of scientific concepts in a highly imaginative way. What I find most touching is the eventual interaction between humans and the Chaya. Despite the vast differences and initial communication challenges, the story evolves into a tale of compassion and understanding. This relationship is a beautiful reminder of the power of empathy and intellectual curiosity, showcasing how bridging gaps between vastly different worlds or perspectives can lead to profound connections and mutual growth. Dragon's Egg is not just about the science and the extraordinary set. It's a narrative rich with emotion and insight into the nature of intelligence, survival, and benevolence. For those who enjoy blending their scientific curiosity with a touching narrative of interspecies respect and friendship, this book offers a uniquely rewarding experience. If you're intrigued by the mysteries of the universe and how life might adapt in its vast, varied corners, I highly recommend giving it a read. What kind of worlds captivate your interest in science fiction? When it comes to the world of science fiction, the possibilities are as limitless as the universe itself. Science fiction captivates us by exploring the what-ifs of advanced technology, alien civilizations, and futuristic societies. It's a genre that invites us to venture beyond the known and question our understanding of reality and human potential. Whether we're exploring distant planets, grappling with artificial intelligence, or experiencing time travel, each story serves as a mirror reflecting our hopes, fears, and aspirations. Personally, I'm fascinated by how science fiction can challenge our perceptions and spark curiosity about the future. It's like embarking on a grand adventure every time you turn a page. What about science fiction excites you the most? Speaking of grand adventures, one of my absolute favorite science fiction comedies is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. this delightful novel was cast you away on an intergalactic journey filled with wit, whimsy, and philosophical musings. The story kicks off when Arthur Dent, an unsuspecting Earthling, is swept off the planet I-Fort Prefect, an alien researcher for the titular guidebook. What I adore about this book is its brilliant blend of absurdity and insight. Adams masterfully uses humor to explore existential themes and societal norms, all while introducing readers to a colorful cast of characters like the Joy-headed, threesome Zaphod Biblibrolix and Marvin, the depressed robot. Each page is a new adventure that pokes fun at the absurdities of life and the universe. When it comes to the absurdities of life, I'm immediately reminded of Albert Camus's philosophy of the absurd. Life is filled with unpredictabilities and contradictions that often defy our attempts to find meaning or logic. This concept is vividly illustrated in literature and art, prompting us to ponder the balance between chaos and order in our daily lives. Whether it's the unexpected turns of events, the complexity of human emotions, or the tiny moments that make no sense, the absurd nature of life can feel overwhelming yet strangely beautiful. Embracing the absurd allows us to navigate life with humor and resilience, finding joy and meaning in the unpredictability. How do you perceive the absurdities around you? Continuing from our musings on life's absurdities, let's delve into a book that explores complex concepts with a focus on knowledge creation and decision-making. The Knowledge Creating Company by Koichiro Nanaka and Harutaka Takeuchi. This book is a brilliant discourse on how Japanese companies like Toyota and Honda have cultivated a unique dynamic by transforming tacit knowledge, personal insights and intuition into explicit, shareable knowledge that drives innovation and growth. Nanaka and Takeuchi present an inspiring vision of workplace culture where knowledge is constantly created, shared, and utilized to solve problems and harness new opportunities. What I find particularly fascinating is the focus on the interplay between tacit and explicit knowledge and how this relationship fosters a fertile environment for innovation. They emphasize the Sekai model, socialization, externalization, combination, and internalization as a vital process for knowledge conversion, making it an invaluable resource for business professionals and anyone looking to deepen their understanding of how knowledge can be leveraged to achieve success. The book delves into the crucial roles that middle management and team collaboration play in creating a culture where new ideas are not only welcomed but actively pursued. It's this human-centered approach that strikes a chord, reminding us that at the heart of every successful company are people whose shared insights and experiences propel them to greatness. For anyone curious about bridging individual expertise with collective innovation, the knowledge you creating company is an eye-opening and essential read. How do you utilize your tacit knowledge in your daily life or work environment? When it comes to tacit knowledge, I'm immediately reminded of its subtle yet indispensable role in our daily lives and work environments. Tacit knowledge refers to the know-how gained through personal experience and context, often difficult to articulate or formalize. It's like the nuanced understanding a master craftsman has or the intuition a seasoned manager draws upon when making tough decisions. Unlike explicit knowledge, which can be easily documented and shared, tacit knowledge is deeply personal and requires social interactions for effective transfer. Nurturing environments where sharing experiences and insights is encouraged can lead to innovation and collective growth. How do you find ways to share or tap into tacit knowledge around you? Speaking of tacit knowledge and the wisdom gained through experience, that leads me to a brilliant guide I've recently explored, The Reading Navigator of the Classic List. This guide is a treasure trove curated by the editor of the Koneanaya New Classics Library, providing a pathway through 60 to must-read classics. What's truly unique about this book is how it caters to readers at various stages, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, making it accessible for everyone eager to delve into classical literature. For example, beginners can start with Saint Gaspard's The Little Prince, renowned for its simplicity yet deep philosophical insights. For those ready to challenge themselves further, there's Tolstoy's Anna Karenina, with its famous opening that finds echoes in countless other works. And for the truly ambitious, Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov offers a complex exploration of faith, free will, and morality. What makes this guide stand out is not just the selection, but the way it invites readers to explore classics they might not have considered and offers fresh perspectives on well-known works. It's an invitation to broaden one's horizons and engage with ideas that have stood the test of time. The guide helps peel back the layers of these works, revealing why they continue to resonate with readers worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned classic literature aficionado or a newcomer ready to dip your toes into the vast ocean of timeless narratives, it's an invaluable companion on your literary journey. What classic are you eager to explore or rediscover? When it comes to classic literature, I'm instantly drawn to the timeless wisdom and universal themes that transcend eras and cultures. Classic literature often serves as a mirror to human nature, reflecting our deepest fears, desires, and complexities. Think of Jane Austen's keen social observations, Shakespeare's exploration of love and ambition, or Homer's epic tales of heroism and fate. These stories offer not only a glimpse into the past, but also enduring insights that remain relevant today. Engaging with classic literature is like having a conversation with history, where each work invites readers to ponder profound questions about life, society, and the human condition. Do you have a favorite classic that has left a lasting impact on you? Thank you all for joining today's live stream. It's been a pleasure sharing our love for books and exploring the wonders of classic literature together. Your thoughts and insights always make our discussions richer and more enlightening. Remember, there's always a story waiting to offer new perspectives and inspiration. Until next time, keep reading and dreaming. Have a wonderful evening and see you soon.